How's it going, everyone? It's Nick here, the BuzzLux YouTube channel, and today we're going to be looking at this case I picked up for a project I'm working on. I'm kind of bringing new life to an old computer I have and put it in a proper case because it really isn't in a proper case at the moment. So I was looking online and I found I was looking for the cheapest case, cheapest full size case, 7 expansion slots or more, that was functional. And a lot of them for on the lower end were either just had one exhaust fan in the rear or just one intake fan. And I really wanted like good ventilation and a side panel window if I could. But there wasn't many options in the lower end, sub $40 range. This was really the standout one to me. This had everything that you could want in in the budget price range. So this is the do-it-yourself PC Zonda S. You see there it says a B gamer at the bottom. But actually, it's this company. I'm very impressed with what the quality of product they can give you for the money. It came packaged well. It has a foam padding here and here, and then it was wrapped in plastic. The whole case was. Also, the side panel window, the outside of the side panel window was covered in plastic to protect it in transportation. I will say the inside window, part of the window was not, and there are a little bit of micro scratches. Not any like gashes or anything, just slight micro scratches. When you hold up the side panel, you can tell they're there. And then also the front, the whole front panel was covered in plastic as well. The whole front of the case was. Alright, so I'm just going to go over a couple of quick specs of the product here, and then we'll go into more detail about, I'll give you more detailed images of the computer, or the case itself. Alright, so the rear comes with a pre-installed 120mm fan. It's just a white fan, plain fan. The side panel actually comes with a pre-installed 140mm white LED fan, and I believe there's different colors to this case as well. This is kind of like the white and black theme, and this front actually here, it looks white on the website, but it's actually a silver color, which looks actually very, very nice. I thought I wasn't gonna like the white on the front. It makes it look kind of cheap, but with the silver, it looks a lot nicer, in my opinion at least. It supports graphics cards up to 420mm. It has a dust-proof filter on the bottom, and I'll give you some pictures of that here shortly. But it's not like your normal cheap dust filter that you have to kind of like fiddle with to get into the mounts for it. It's one of the nicer slide-out dust filters, which is really nice to see. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting just the filter that you have to kind of mess with to get in. On the front, it has one USB 3, two USB 2.0s, and your headphone and mic jack. It has two mounting positions for 2.5-inch drives or SSDs. And then it has 4 mounting positions for 3.5-inch drives. Alright, so that's pretty much the main specs of the case itself here. Now, the first thing we're going to do is let's check out the front panel here. As you can see here are the two USB 2.0s, headphone mic jack. Here's the LED light. I believe it shines blue. I'm not sure yet. I'll put it in the description of the video, and I actually put a build in here, and we'll be able to tell what color light that is. I think that's just the power light. On the top there is your USB 3.0, and then it says HD audio at the top here. I'm not sure why, because the jacks are down here, but it does say HD audio. Anyways, so like I said, there's a 120mm fan in the front with is white LED as well as the side panel. So give me a second here, and I will remove the front panel and show you what it's like behind that. Alright, as you can see here, the front panel is actually a lot more secure than I thought it was going to be as far as like the clips go. They don't seem very cheap. And as long as you apply equal pressure to each corner as you pry it off, you will be fine. The clips are actually very thick here. They're not really cheap at all. They're good size, and as long as you don't bend them, I'm sure they'll be fine for years to come. As far as the dust filter in the front here, it's a thicker mesh. It's not so much a dust filter, more like a hair filter, I guess. But I'm sure it will do just fine. Dust will still get in your system with this kind of a filter, and cleaning it might not be the easiest thing, but it is something at least. There's your 120mm fan. That's white LED in the front. I do not believe there are mounting positions for more fans than that. Yeah, you might be able to custom rig something there for another fan, but it doesn't look like it supports more than one out of the box. Here's the back of the I/O there. It's all connected, all from the top there, so you can't really fully remove this unless you unscrew a lot of wires. Alright, I'll be right back and we'll check out the inside. Okay, here's the side panel of the case. As you can see, it's the 140mm. It looks like that is an exhaust fan. Or it's set up for exhaust, but you can flip it around if you want. And all the fans in the case are Molex or 3-pin. Just so you know. Let's take the side panel off here and take a look at the inside. Sorry about that. As you can see, here's the side panel window. It's actually very sturdy with that panel on the side. It did come with a slight little blemish there at the bottom. And like I said, the inside was not protected with plastic, so that is a possibility from the front I/O banging against it and whatnot. The fan seems pretty decent here. Like I said, it's set up for exhaust right now. Actually, it is set up for intake. Excuse me, sorry about that. That's intake. Alright, moving on here. Alright, so as you can see in the back here, there's the 120mm fan. And then these, they might look like they're reusable here. These back PCI slot covers, expansion slot covers, but they are not replaceable. So once you pop them out, they are, you can't use them anymore. Alright, very interesting. I just actually take a look at that to confirm that they are not replaceable, and seems just the very top expansion slot is one of the replaceable type, and the bottom are, see if I can focus in on that. As you can see there, the top one is a reusable, replaceable expansion slot, and the bottom ones are just punch-out expansion slots. But again, it's a very inexpensive case, and they're giving you a lot for your money, so that's not a problem with me. I'm probably only going to have one expansion card in there, and it's going to be the graphics card. So, as far as the front I/O goes, take a look at that here. Or the I/O connectors, I should say. Okay, here are the little accessory bag here. Looks like it has your standoffs, or a standoff. It has a couple standoffs in here. Let's get this out of the way. Motherboard speaker. See here, motherboard speaker. Your accessory bag with a couple more standoffs. Looks like the standoffs are pre-installed for ATX, I believe. Yeah, it looks like they are pre-installed for ATX. And then you have a couple extra ones in case something happens to those, or you have an extended ATX board, looks like. Yeah, so moving on here to the front panel. Here we have just your normal connectors. I'm not really going to go over these. You have your USB audio and all that for LED, and your USB 3 connector, which is, it's funny how this one's all black, but the rest of them aren't. Yeah, this is the simple fix. If this bothers you, I mean, you can sleeve these yourself pretty inexpensively with regular household things. Again, they're Molex and 3-pin. As we look at the inside here, you can see here's your hard drive bay mounting here. It looks like the 2.5-inch drives actually mount right here. Ooh, let me focus in on that for you. As you can see, there's a little tab here. It looks like it connects right here and here for the 2.5-inch drives. Looks like one of the mounting points for one. It says it mounts to, looks like up here is another mounting point for it. And yeah, and your 4 hard drives can go down there. Alright, it does have a rear cutout for if you want to upgrade the cooler at a later point. I believe the max cooler height in this case, don't quote me on this, but I think it's 158 millimeters. I don't think it's quite 160, so a 212 EVO might not fit in this, but don't double check on that if you're interested in buying this case, because it says on the Newegg product description. It escapes me right now. All right, be right back, and we'll check out the other side. Alright folks, I'm back, and wow, this side panel was hard to get off. It was first time being off the case, it felt like, but this side panel is so sturdy. It's mostly because of this bulge, I think, is a lot of rigidity, but it's really, really sturdy side panel. Okay, on the back here we can see we have a, looks like we have for the optical drive a toolless design. It just has one optical bay. Which is enough. I think that's perfectly adequate for most people. As you can see back here, not very much cable space down here. Get a good shot of that for you guys. As you can see, not too much cable space. Just about not even my whole fingernail there. Over on this side, there's a little bit more. So that's actually pretty adequate, and you can tuck stuff behind here as well. So that should work out nicely. No grommets, anything like that, but there are plenty of cable tie-down positions. Cable tie-down positions and holes to route stuff through all over the place. As far as the 8-pin goes, or the 4-pin, depending on what you're using, there is no cutout here at the top for that. So you'll either have to run it behind the motherboard or out and around if you can do that. So keep that in mind if you know that's a problem for you. Yeah, so that pretty much sums it up. Actually, I'll be right back and I'll show you the bottom of the case. Alright, as we can see, this is the bottom of the case down here. It does have a slight rubber padding at the bottom of the feet here. It's not very much. It's enough, but when this case is weighed down, don't try to slide it, because I feel like once it has pressure on it, it could still hit the plastic and it might be able to scratch stuff still. So definitely, it's good there just to rest on, but not for like sliding the case around on a desk or something. On the bottom here, we can see that this is the removable dust filter I was talking about. You just pull it out and then like that. And as you can see, it's the nicer dust filters, not the ones you have to like slip in on the bottom of the case and everything. You can just slide this in and out from the rear. Just nice to see. Slides right back in. Here's the main opening for the front intake fan as well, and it's completely open, so there's no area where dust and things can get in. But yeah, that pretty much sums up the Zonda S here. Sorry, this is kind of just like a quick take video, just to give you an idea of what you're buying. Thank you for watching.